I'm Frank, and this is the Yamanote line ramen series. We're in Meguro right now. Very sleek and polished on the surface, but beneath the surface, amazing ramen shops. And when it comes to Meguro, I had to invite Mr. Meguro himself.
Hello, welcome to Japan.
And he came more prepared than I did with the merch.
Ramen seat.
Repping 5 a.m. ramen very nicely. And we are going to Kazuya. I think it's safe to say this is probably our favorite ramen shop in Meguro, would you say?
I want to have a experience with Frank expert explanation. Ramen expert.
You're too kind. I think Hide is the Meguro expert. Maybe I'm the ramen expert. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is episode 10 of the Yamanote line ramen series. Last stop was Gotanda, where Kim and I faced off against fiery, hell-level spicy ramen. Gotanda sits at the crossroads between the sleek high-rises of Shinagawa City and the more residential streets of Meguro City. A beautiful contrast that Meguro continues in its own way. Here in Meguro, you start to feel more of that upscale, laid-back atmosphere. There are stylish cafes and riverside paths, but also old-school shotengai that remind you of Tokyo's past. I'm joined by Hide, a true salaryman and ramen lover. We're heading to one of my favorite shops in all of Tokyo, Kazuya. They serve top-tier shoyu ramen, tantanmen, and dipping ramen. After that, we'll dive deeper into Meguro's ramen scene and talk about what makes this stop so special. Let's get into it. Okay, so Kazuya. Always a great bowl. You've been, I think, a number of more times than I have, right? You're there like every week. You got a subscription or something.
Well, actually, I used to live above Kazuya. They moved to Korean places a couple years ago, I believe. But after work, and especially after drinking, maybe I was eating there.
Exactly. That's what 5 a.m. ramen is all about. Even if I wasn't a salaryman for that long, I think it represents what a lot of people in Tokyo, including salarymen, want to do after drinking.
Well, it says 5 a.m. ramen. Look, I'm not promoting your business right now, but today I gotta...
Just a little bit.
But 5 a.m. ramen has a reason why you call it, right?
Yeah, that's basically it. I think there's nothing like finishing a night with a great bowl of ramen at 5 a.m. It helps you with the hangover too, I think. It coats your stomach. Yeah. Many times we finish with a bowl of ramen. And Hide and I, just to give some background, we used to work together. Hide was such a super duper salesperson that helped me a lot. I would bring you in for a lot of the Japanese companies, right?
Right. Yeah, at that time, we went out for a sales call, but he already started a little bit of like a ramen business preparation. But he suddenly started taking off his bazooka-like camera. I thought he was gonna take a bird somewhere in Tokyo. It make me so awkward. I mean, like surrounded by customer. But today, you upgraded your gear.
I was waiting for Hide's reaction today. Without fail, every time you go to a ramen shop, I bring out my, to be fair, it is like a wildlife camera, what I had before. And then Hide's like, oh my God. And then I'm also like, oh my God, Hide, here's the reaction again.
After, years of your business, finally, you upgrade your gear. I was ready to sweat like,
The camera is much smaller, and indeed, a beautiful ramen shop. Yeah, well, first of all, let's say that we ordered 2 different ramen. I think if you're going to go there, a lot of people are going to choose the shoyu ramen or what I got, the tantanmen, if you want something punchy. You can get it with extra chashu or extra pork, as well as wontons or dumplings, which they're very much famous for. Hide got it with extra pork. I got it with extra pork and extra dumplings. Super filling bowls, both of them. Yeah, what did you think of yours?
I think what you ordered was a little spicy one, but mine was like a shoyu, transparent shoyu soup. Actually, you can customize noodle when you order at the ramen shop. I order katamen, which is like a hard taste, but you can order something soft too. It's up to you. I got the 5 or 6 extra chashu, and from the chashu, nice pork ingredients juice out to the transparent shoyu, and it gives you much more, filling experience. I mean, without chashu is already good, but I prefer with extra because it makes me more feel rich.
Yeah, it's like a heartier, richer experience, right? Because the soup is pretty light. They use niboshi or dried fish from the Seto Inland Sea, very mild in flavor because actually, very geeky. The Seto Inland Sea, the niboshi or dried fish that are there, they're plankton eaters. They are not other fish eaters, and therefore the fish flavors are quite mild because of that, or the dried fish flavors, I should say. Outside of that, they got chicken in the soup, they've got pork. It's a complex blend, and you really get to taste that in the shoyu ramen. The tantanmen, the chili oil, and the numbing pepper kind of, makes you taste that a little bit more. But
ramen had a full on, right?
Oh my God, that was a heavy bowl. Yeah, the wontons, like there was how many in there? There's like 5 maybe?
And chashu too.
Shoot, that was a lot. I'm definitely gonna be walking around the Meguro River after this. Konnichiwa.
Even dogs like Meguro, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. And how would you describe Meguro? And the way I think it is that, you've got Meguro Station, right? Part of it, or most of it, is in Shinagawa-ku, actually. But you walk away from the station down towards the hill, where we are at Kazuya, for example, around this area, Shimo-Meguro. It gets really quiet and really residential. And now we were just greeted by a very friendly pug. And I think that there's nothing more Meguro-ku than that, I think.
Right. I mean, like we didn't expect. But what I want to explain about this, introduce about this neighbor, it's a great place to coordinate your trip because there's a nice temple from Edo Pier just over there, and also Meguro River. It's good for you to walk after having a heavy ramen like us. And also there's a famous museum called Parasite Museum, and also the nature forest garden at the other side of Meguro Station, where you pay a couple of $100 and you can feel like in a mountain. So not only ramen, but also you can create your own tour. That's what I like about Meguro. Did I sound like a tour guide?
No, we we are in the tour. He is actually employed by the Meguro City office to. No, but I think everything you mentioned is it's what makes Meguro great. It's very residential, it's very quiet, and the stuff you mentioned, Yu Senji is the temple I think you were talking about, right?
Right.
Beautiful temple. You definitely get a sense of how quiet Meguro City is when you're there, and this is also very close to Meguro Station.
Just come to Meguro Station, walk all the way down, and there's many ramen shops.
Yeah, absolutely. Meguro does really well, let's say pound for pound, and that Shotengai. So I have really fond memories of Meguro because I would come here as a kid, and even though Meguro, especially in recent years around the station, has become a bit shinier, it's polished, you're starting to get into a little bit more of the upscale part of Tokyo, or one of the upscale parts of Tokyo, you still have the older parts like the Shotengai. The Shotengai, which has been chopped up with that red roof, tiny little places. Like if you have a chance going away from the station on the hill, the Shotengai there in Meguro is beautiful, and there are 3 great ramen shops there. One of them is Kuro. They do tonkotsu shoyu or Ieke style ramen from Yokohama. We've also got Takemura, which does shoyu ramen, and also Nodoguro or fish ramen, and then Ikeda, which does tsukemen. So just within several meters of each other, you've got 3 great ramen shops. And branching off that, those old buildings by the station that like you go deep inside, how the izakayas and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, so Menya Fujishiro is in there too. They do rich toripaitan. I think one of the best examples in Tokyo. You've been before.
Yeah, actually, of course, before I go there, I'm a salaryman. Before ramen shop, I always drink. Yeah, I mean, smooth transition from a little bit of beer or tea, if you want, then go to ramen shop can happen in that building.
I've never heard Hide mention the word tea before. I think 100% of the time it's going to be beer stumbling in.
Salaryman,
Exactly.
I have proper today because I'm with Frank 5 a.m. ramen today.
You're dressed better than I am. Thank you for dressing up. Yeah, I think that we summarized what makes Meguro great overall. As Hide said, there's a ton to see here, and there's also great ramen. For example, I think you heard about Eichan Shokudo. You have to line up at like 7, 8 in the morning. I haven't been able to do it yet. And they sell out at like 10. It's crazy. That has become super big in Meguro just within the last 2 years or so. But outside of that, yeah, there's some great ramen shops outside of the ones that we already mentioned. Meguro has everything.
Our location is next to Ebisu, and from next to Ebisu, there's Shibuya. So it's so close to maybe main tourist district, but there's a nice river. You can walk all the way to that area. You can do that. Of course, you can take a Yamanote line, go straight there. So it's up to you. Actually, Meguro is a city of Amazon. So basically, IT people work here a lot. But of course, nature, river, I think balance is basically the point of the city.
I think so. This is a great place to live. My God, we're going to be selling Meguro.
You cannot sell Meguro only because you gotta sell many places, right? But since you're with me, しょうがないね.
Exactly. Mr. Meguro, as we call it. I think we've spoken our piece. Thanks a lot again, Hide, for joining. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I think we have properly done Meguro justice. What do you think?
Yes. So everybody, please come here when you ever come to Japan. We wait for you to enjoy your day here at Meguro.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Frank from 5am Ramen with Hide signing out.
Bye.